Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very exciting video for you guys, and that is I just received my Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette in the mail. And not only did I receive one palette, no, I also have a second one. So one of these palettes is going to be given away to one of you, my subscribers. So stay tuned to the end of the video to get more details about the giveaway. Also, I will leave the giveaway details in the description bar down below. So stay tuned for that. So let's get into the palette. So it comes in this beautiful purple hexagon outer packaging. I absolutely love this packaging. It reminds me of something. I will post the picture right here. It reminds me of the packaging of a chocolate frog from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Now that is a pentagon shape, I do believe, and this is a hexagon, but it gives very similar purple royal vibes, and I just think of that when I look at this palette. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up for you guys. I have already gotten into the palette. The first thing I did when I received this was I took it out of the packaging, I grabbed my camera, and I did swatches on my arm. So I have already gotten into these shadows. You know, you can see where I've swatched them, but I've already swatched them, so I have taken a little bit of a look at it. But it comes like this when you open it up, and you have the palette sitting in with a little bumper around it. Jeffree said this was to help protect it during shipping. So when you take the palette out, it looks like this, and it is this beautiful velvet hexagon shape. It is very soft, very smooth. You have a little metal crown in the center, and also right here you have your clasp. I actually, I've already tried standing this palette up, and I will have to say I'm not a fan of the clasp being in the way, but you know, it is still a beautiful palette, and it really, the packaging is what really drew me to the palette. Now I will say at first, I originally wasn't going to buy this palette. I didn't get so excited about it. But after watching videos of people getting their PR packages and looking at Jeffree's release video, that just really sold me on the palette. You know, it's not as purple as I would like. And I know a lot of people were expecting a really purple palette, and I was too. But however, I am a fan of those pinky purple jewel tones, those really light shimmery shades, and that is exactly what is in this palette. So let's actually open this palette up and look at the inside. So when you open the clasp, you get a big mirror, and you have the little insert on the inside. So when you look in the palette like this, you get 18 beautiful shades with some of Jeffree's really amazing formulas. You have mattes, you have shimmers, there's a few with glitter in them, and they are just beautiful and wonderful. You have your pinks and your purples, you're just really beautiful jewel tones, and you also get some pops of green in it as well. And I absolutely love this color story. Now, I will have to say what really pops off to me that I absolutely love is I'm really loving this shade right here, Wet Jewel. Now, when I was swatching this shade, it's not very pigmented. Maybe with a damp brush, I'll get a little more color payoff, but I find that this shade is probably going to be more of maybe a shadow topper, not necessarily the best for wearing by itself. And then I absolutely love this shade, this olive green shade, Sworn Enemy. I absolutely love that. It's swatched beautiful. It's very soft. There is a lot of kick up and crumble when you swatch it, but it is very beautiful. And then also the shade Royal Pain, when I was swatching it, felt really dry, but it is a beautiful red tone. I absolutely love the way it's swatched, and I'm excited to eventually use that color. But I'm excited. I think I'm going to get a lot of beautiful pink and purple looks with this palette, and I just can't wait to use it. So like I said, I've already gotten into this palette and swatched it. It was the first thing I did when I received it. So I'm going to actually go ahead and insert the footage right now of me swatching the Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette. So now that you've seen the swatches, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom you guys in and we're going to create an eye look. Hence the reason I have no eye makeup on right now. I feel a little naked. But what we're going to do is I'm going to create an eye look using the Bloodlust palette, and we're really going to get to see how the shadows perform with the brush and on the eye. You know, swatching really doesn't give you the true quality of a shadow. You have to see how it actually performs on the eye. So I'm going to zoom you guys in and we're going to create a look with the Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette. So we're going to go ahead and start with the eye look. The only thing I have on my face right now is my P. Louise makeup base in shade number 2. I absolutely love this eyeshadow primer. I find that my shadow lasts all day, never creases, and is more vibrant than ever when I'm using this eyeshadow base. So I'm really going to be able to test out these shadows knowing that it has an amazing base to work on. So first I'm going to go in with the shade Monarchy, and I'm going to use a big fluffy brush. I'm going to use the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH30 brush from her collection. And I'm basically going to blend that into my crease as my transition shade. It's not much different than my skin tone. It's just a little bit darker. And it does have that gray khaki type of color to it. Yeah, I'm going to blend it actually all over the lid as a base. Turn the light down so you can see it just a little bit better. It's just that light gray taupey shade. And then with a fluffy crease brush, this is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH33 brush. I believe I want to take the shade Royal Pain, and I'm going to blend that into my crease as well. There is a lot of kick up in this pan with this matte shadow right here, but I find, you know, that's not usually a problem for me. The only issue I see with that is that this is fabric, so that shadow is really going to get into the fabric, and that's fallout in the shadow, especially in the pan, doesn't matter much to me. But like I said, I feel like it's going to really get into it. You can still kind of see right here where it has gotten into and around the shadow. But I'm going to take that shade and I'm going to blend it in my crease. That is another transition shade for the other shadows we will apply on top of it. And I'm basically going to buff that and swipe that into the outer to inner corner. So far, I really like that shade. It's a mauvey, peachy pink. I really like this shade a lot, actually. I feel like I'll probably use that. It does not apply patchy. It is a matte shadow. It does not apply patchy at all. And you do got to build it up a little bit, but I'm fine with that. I'd rather have to build something up a little bit than it being too pigmented and just being too much on the eye. So I think I'm going to take the shade High King and I'm going to apply that into my outer corner and crease, just a little more concentrated, lower in the crease though. And for that, I'm actually going to use my Urban Decay Naked Cherry, the brush that came with the Naked Cherry palette. I'm going to use the fluffy side of that. And so I'm going to go into High King. There is not nearly as much fallout as there was with Royal Pain, so I'm liking that. And so I'm going to take that and concentrate it more in the outer corner and lower in the crease to darken it and add more color. And because it's a Jeffree Star palette and it's colorful, I'm going to bring it just a little bit further out. When I'm doing more dramatic colors, I do like to bring it out to more of a point. So we're kind of winging it out just a little bit. I am liking this shade as well. It is a vibrant pinky lavender. I really like this shade. It's blending beautiful with the previous shade Royal Pain we put down. So like that. And then I'm going to go in back with that JH30 brush and I'm going to try the shade Deviant. I'm not sure It's that very, very pale lavender shade. And I'm going to go in very lightly. There's a lot of kick up with this as well. And I'm actually going to blend out the top up here to soften it up. And add just that little bit more of purple to the look. And this shade is actually more pigmented than I thought it was going to be. It's fairly pigmented. But it's going to help soften up the crease and outer corner. And I think it just actually changes the color of the crease just a little bit and gives it that more purple shades to it. So I am actually going to go back in with my P. Louise makeup base, and I'm going to cut the crease. I'm going to use the Morphe M421 little concealer brush to cut my crease. And I'm not really going to go with the sharpest, most precise cut crease. I just want those lighter, shimmery shades to stand out just a little bit more. A little too high, but you know, after I cut the crease, I like to go in and pat the edges out with my finger to soften them up and blend it out. So I'm going to go in with, let's see, another Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brush, the JH41 brush, the small shader brush. I will say I absolutely love Jaclyn Hill's brush collab with Morphe. These are actually some of my favorite brushes, and I use them all the time when I'm doing my makeup. And I just love how beautiful and white and sleek they look. And they are just honestly some of the best eyeshadow and face brushes. So I'm actually going to go in with my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Well, let me go ahead and try the shimmery shadows dry, and then we will see if we need to wet them. I already predict we're going to need to dampen them. With most metallics and shimmers, I do find you get the best color payoff when you do wet your brush or use your finger. So we'll see how they work dry, and then we'll try them wet. So I think I want to go in with the shade. So I actually decided that I'm going to mix Take the Crown and Beauty Sleep. I'm going to mix them together. This is a more lavender shade. This is a more pinky peachy shade. I'm going to mix them together, and I think I'll probably get the perfect shade that I want. So like I said, I'm going to go in dry first. I'm going to dip a little bit into Take the Crown, a little bit into Beauty Sleep, dip back and forth. And we're actually going to put that in the center portion of the lid. Okay, that's actually a little lighter than I was expecting, but it's actually applying really well with the damp brush. So actually, I'm going to go on top with Pink Magic, that dark shimmery pink. I'm actually going to put that over it because I think they'll give me just a little bit more darkness that I'm looking for. The other is just a little too light for what I'm going for with this look. So I'm going to blend that sort of into the center of my lid. So I'm going to go in with the same 3 shades on the other eye. Yeah, it works. That way we have a little more color. The other two were a little pale for what I'm looking for. Maybe more for the inner third, I'll use those colors. Okay. And everyone's been talking about the shade Wet Jewel. So I think I'm going to try to use that for my inner third. I may have to do Beauty Sleep first and then Wet Jewel on top, because this swatched a whole lot sheer than I was expecting. It is more, like I said, of like a shimmery topper. So I'm going to go in, like I said, with Beauty Sleep. We'll do that shade first on the inner corner. Do both eyes. Tap it where the two colors meet. And to add a little more depth, I'm going to take a smaller brush. This is another Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush. This is the JH42. It's a very small brush. And I'm going to go in with Wet Jewel, that light pink shimmer. And I'm going to apply that over the Beauty Sleep shade. And that really intensified. This is not the color it was when I used this when I was swatching it. It was nothing like this. It's basically taking on the Beauty Sleep shade underneath and adding that pink glitter to the top of it. Okay. And well, I think I want a little more depth actually, sort of in the outer third of my eye. So I'm going to use the shade Betrayal and concentrate that more on the outer third of the lid space. And I'm going to go back in with that shader brush, the JH41. And so we're going to darken up right here. Okay, so it has this nice little gradient. And then I'm going to take the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH32 brush. It's a little less round and fluffy. It's a little more pointed than the brush we used earlier, the JH33. It's a little more concentrated. And I'm going in with the shade Blood Queen. And I'm going to go over that outer corner again to darken it up. I like going in with my darkest shade after I do my lid shades. You know, I'll lay down the crease, the base of the crease color with my light and then my medium shades. And then afterwards, I will go in with my dark shade. Sometimes I will go in with the dark shade first and then go over, cut the crease, go over with the lid and then re-darken it. But I'm going to go with the dark shade last today. And there again, there's a lot of kick up in these matte shadows, and that is okay. Some are better than the others. Some are very powdery. Blood Queen's a little bit, and then Royal Pain really had a lot of kick up, and I'm okay with that, like I said, as long as it's not falling out on my eyes. And I do have some fallout, but we will sweep that away. These shimmer shades, because I used them dry, they did fall on my face, on my cheekbones, but they did perform very well dry, which is a plus. But, you know, if you wet them, they will probably be way more metallic, way more shinier, and they will just look even better, I do believe. So, Blood Queen in the outer crease, we're going to darken that, add some more color right here. Blend that just a little bit up. Same on the other side. I think that shade, Blood Queen, works really well with that last lid shade we put down, Betrayal. I think it looks really nice with that color. So, yeah. I'm going to blend that. Like so. And then going back in with my biggest fluffy brush, the JH30. I want to make sure we have no product or any extra product, and we're going to just blend again one time through. And I believe that is what we're going to do for the lids. I'm going ahead and with a BH Cosmetics brush, a little brush, I'm going to dust away any fallout. And with that shader brush, the JH41, I'm going to go in with the shade High King again. And I'm going to blend that completely under my lash line. And then with Blood Queen, that dark shade, we're going to put in the outer half of the lash line. And then finally, I think I'm going to take Beauty Sleep again, and I'm going to blend that on the first third of my lower lash line. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and finish with my lashes, my liner, my mascara, and we'll come back with the completed look. I'm going to add my lips as well, and I'll tell you what that is in a little bit. But let me go finish off the rest, and we'll be right back. So I went ahead and finished the rest of my makeup. Actually, on the inner corner of my eyes, I took Wet Jewel by itself and applied it to my inner corner dry, and it just added that more shimmery pink to the inner corner and highlighted it just a little bit more. And then I went in with my Tarte Man Eater eyeliner. This is my favorite liquid liner. I went in and lined my lash line with this liner. And then, since, you know, Jeffree Star is very dramatic, he's known for his amazing bright makeup, so I decided to go a little more dramatic with my lashes, and I actually used my Pure Pro lashes in the style Flirt. I used those. They're just a little big for my liking, but I decided to jazz it up for this video. But then to blend my lashes with my false lashes, I use my favorite Benefit Bad Gal Bang to blend those together. And overall, I absolutely love the look I created. Now, I did go a little more pink with this look. I didn't do so much purple, but through actually using this palette and swatching it, these are more lavender pink purples. They are not your true what you think of purples. Now, I didn't use Dungeon, which is that deep dark purple, and I didn't touch Executioner, which is the matte black with purple, beautiful purple glitter. I didn't use those. I didn't touch those. And, you know, that's really where the more vibrant or more so deep, dark, true purples are in this palette. Like I said, the rest of them are very light, very lilac, very pastel pink purples, which are some of my absolute favorite shades. Those are my favorite shades to use on my eyes if I'm not doing a neutral look. So I absolutely do love this color story. I will create more looks and share with you guys. I really want to use Sworn Enemy, the olive green, and I really want to use, was it Vile Serpent, the teal. I want to do a look with those as well. Along with the other shadows, I will definitely be creating more looks with this palette. I'm very excited. I absolutely love the quality of it. Again, some of the shades perform better than others. There is more kick up on some of the matte shades than there are the others. And that is okay. I don't mind the kick up in the pan. There was a lot of fallout on the top of my cheekbones when I was using a lot of the metallic shades. And that is because I applied them dry. Now, I will say I absolutely liked the way these applied dry. Now, if you were to wet them, I should have done it in the video, and I will with more reviews and looks with this palette, but I should have wet the eyeshadows so I could show you what they would look like. But I can already tell you they are probably going to be way more vibrant. You will see the colors more, and I'm excited to try them out wet. But overall, I liked it. I liked them dry. They will be more vibrant wet. Just again, the fallout with using them dry, but I expected that. The mattes performed well. They blended very well. They were not patchy on the eye. They were smooth. But again, I only used a couple of them, so I can't really say for the rest of the palette yet till I try them out and do more looks. So I'm excited to do more, and I will do more looks, and I will post them here on this channel for you guys to see and, you know, of course, review more of this palette because I absolutely love this palette. I think this is going to be one I'm going to use a lot. I really, like I said, love the pink and purple jewel tones of this palette. So it really makes me excited, and so far I am very happy with getting this palette. I really, really enjoy it. Again, also the packaging really sold me for this palette, and I'm just very excited to use this more. And so now for the giveaway for you guys, the giveaway palette. I'm not sure of the date of this giveaway, so I will leave the dates right here. It will probably run a week from the posting date that this video goes live, so I will let you know right here. Now, there are only 3 rules of this giveaway. They are very simple. Number 1 is subscribe to this channel. You have to be subscribed to be entered into this giveaway. Number 2 is to give this video a thumbs up. Hit that like button. And then number 3 is leave a comment down below and either tell me your favorite shade from the Bloodlust palette, or either just tell me your favorite Jeffree Star Cosmetics product in general. Let me know that down below. Leave me that comment. Those are the 3 rules for this giveaway. And I will announce the winner and I will direct message them here on YouTube. If they do not respond to me in a couple of days, I will move on to the next winner, and so on until we have our winner with their palette. So if you guys like seeing my Jeffree Star Cosmetics Bloodlust Artistry palette review, I definitely enjoy this palette and will let you know more about it. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button down below if you have not done so already. And like I said, I have a giveaway going on, so do all 3 of those and leave a comment and you are automatically entered. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I will see you guys next time.